Well, there you have it. The auction, for me at least, I left early because I've got a buddy that's going to come and help me tonight and pack a bunch of stuff and price stuff and all that sort of stuff. So it's only just 2:15 in the arvo. It's crazy cold right now. I've got my silly hat on. It looks like a Russian hat. Was able to get rid of some of the stuff I didn't want, because often you purchase some stuff and then you end up with all kinds of stuff you don't want. And in fact, I didn't want these. I like them. They're shochu or sake from the 1930s or something, but they've got little cracks in them, and they're not for me. But I know I can sell them somewhere else, so that's cool. I got rid of a bunch of stuff I didn't want. And then this bloke came back with a coffee, and he's like, "There you go, man." All right. I'm like, I was happy enough to get rid of it. And I did, I purchased a bunch of really cool stuff. See, the stuff I had on earlier was the stuff that was they had stuff outside, that stuff too big, too heavy, what have you. And then all the sort of delicate stuff inside. And I bought a bunch of, like, all kinds of, actually that was thrown in, there's so many throw-ins, just compilation, compiled together. These were throw-in. Nobody would take these off my hands. But all kinds of beautiful ceramic sets, and from some famous places too. I've got to be careful with some of these things. Actually, that was just given to me and I didn't want it. Some beautiful ceramic pieces from artists and stuff like that, and many in the boxes. I've got to be careful with a lot of them. Let's see, these are... I don't usually deal in these at all, but they're real deal, and they're antiques. You can see they're bowls and saucers and things. There's loads of them. As I say, I don't deal in them, but they're like, I don't know, what are they, 1900? No, they'd be old, aren't they? They're Meiji period, 1868, 1912, something like that. They're real old. And some really cool ceramic sets. A lot of things you can't see because I've had to put them in all kinds of little spots and bits and pieces, and I like these sorts of things. I send these to Australia. There's a lot of people that are interested in ceramics, and especially from, well, they don't know the artists and things like that. Some of them are famous artists, some of them aren't. I've got some over there from famous dudes, the Japanese know. Sometimes, you might look at something, it's, fairly cheap, and sometimes you look at someone, you think it's fairly cheap, and boom, they go for it. They know the artists. Got some tools, not a lot. Passed up on a few because they went too high. Then I got some nice colour in good condition. Alright, that's in a good condition also. What are these thingies? Some kind of, what's that say, 15mm. I've got a bunch of those, and what are they? Some woodworky whirly twirly or whatever you call that thing. There's a bunch of those in there. I don't know what to do with them, but I might just, that saw works. Got some chisels again. I'll keep doing it. Yeah, I do bleed. The immortals can bleed. Banish him. Some nommies in here. There's a few more in back there. And some gorgeous vases and things there in here somewhere. I can't move that. And some more ceramics in here. This is an antique Asahi beer, which is my favourite beer box. That's from the 1930s. I know that because of the direction that the katakana goes in, Asahi Biru, and if it's before that, Taisho period 1912-1926, it's Asahi Biru, like that. Back in the day. Let's see, he does bleed. I bleed for you. We got here some more. Oh, these are really cool. These sets of ladies' sort of stuff. No idea why I bought a canopy thing, you know, like those tent things. No idea. It was just cheap, so I went for it. Love this vase. This is apparently from some famous dude, or famous area, or famous dude. Yeah, some famous person made that apparently. I'm going to put my blood on it. Oh, great! Put my blood on it. Right. It's a tiring day because you're watching every single thing go by. I know I have to do a lot of work tonight too, so that's the way it is. One of those things. Oh, cool. Some sports Nikes. Check those out. Nike running shoes. I like those. They're really cool. Now I've got some lovely, put that like that to try and protect that piece. Got in sort of in places. I put there they are, down there. I put some nice ceramic pieces and stuff. So today wasn't so much an eBay day, more sort of my shop in Australia day. But I do think that this really cool cast iron, is it cast iron? Yeah, metal, so iron, I guess. What do you call it? Maybe cast iron, I don't know. Bloody heavy. That's what that is. Look at this. Oh yeah, that's cool. I might put that on either. Maybe that's cool. This dragon thing. He's real heavy. But I'll try and sell it to you guys. I reckon that's way cool. That's my favourite piece that I picked up today. This is gorgeous. Oh, I like that. It's vase. It's nice. Now I do have the lid for it down there. This old Buddhist bell here. I like that. That's nice. I should put my blood on that. That might be a good idea. This cute little Buddhisty. Check that out. I reckon I'll put that with that. This is what do you call it? What do you call it again? Ikebana. Ikebana is flower arranging, and that's a beautiful piece. For there'll be copper in there. That's made out of bamboo and lacquered bamboo, I guess, and that's they put flower arranging thingies, and I don't know about flower arranging, but that's that. But that's my favourite piece because that is a Mezurashi mono. That's a very rare piece right there to get from a real deal Shinto shrine. Now that'll be expensive to send, but whoever gets that is going to be very pleased. I'm very pleased to have it. No idea what that is. No, I couldn't pass it on to anybody. Nor that. That's the stand for that. But I guess you just want that. And you don't really need that anyway. So yeah, some lovely stuff laying about under bits and pieces and all that. And that's pretty much that for the day. Yeah, you never know. Some auction houses you'll come away with, you know, whatever's. You never know what's going to be at a place. So I reckon it was well worth doing. I might have to rope that down a bit. Do a bit of rope down, and that'll be that. And then I'm heading into. How's it going? Then I'm heading into the tunnel. Right. That's the tunnel. I've made it back to the tunnel. So alright, I'm gonna hit the tunnel right now, rope up, get that coffee into me, wake up a bit, and it's all good.